Come on now.
Interesting, man. We not talking about the
All
Ravens. Not yet.
right.
We're
I'm not
not
talking about the
talking
Ravens, period.
Not yet.
Yeah, the Browns.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to another episode of House of Light Sports Podcast. My name is Wayne. I'm here with my guys Joe. Smoog is in the background. Chubbs is here as well. And we are here to recap. This is going to be the greatest recap of the Super Bowl that you guys will ever watch. So make sure you guys are tuning in and checking out what we're doing, man. Before we get started, got some announcements. New YouTube alert. Make sure you guys go on the new YouTube, hdsportspod is where you'll be able to find this episode on YouTube, hdsportspod. We'll be announcing that on all our social medias. Make sure you guys go like, comment, and subscribe. We need y'all to do, man. Fellas, how y'all feeling today? How are we feeling today after Super Bowl 58? What are the vibes? How are we feeling?
I'm feeling great. Chubbs, I just want you to know, Pat sent me an article about
the
Browns.
I don't care. I really don't care.
But I feel great, man. I mean, we were 75% right. One of us
sent you a BuzzFeed, probably.
One of us chose the 49ers. I think we all knew what was gonna happen. And it was a good game, man. I think it was one of the greatest Super Bowls that I ever watched in my lifetime.
It was a great game.
Because I have some clips for you. There's actually a clip set ranking Super. Yeah, how we feeling, man?
It was a great game, But I just want to, from what we're not getting into the recap yet. From what I watched, just personally, I was sick to my stomach. Like hate. I sound like hating. Great game. I'm just thinking. I'm like, man, if only we ran the fucking ball, man, a little bit, just a little bit, little bit.
We can talk about it. We can talk about it.
To you.
They couldn't.
You guys would have lost.
I mean, we don't have CMC, but I mean, we can get into this recap. But I thought CMC, they just stopped giving him the ball for some reason.
I know there wasn't for some reason. There was a
Wayne,
why they stopped giving him.
He was getting 3 yards consistently.
That's not good yards.
That's not good enough.
But that's good enough to make it a third.
Why would you want
third
to,
and 3?
No, but not
they
when
were
they
getting stopped on 3rd and 3 though. They were getting stopped on 3rd and 3 and 3rd and 4. So like
they had a 2nd and 4 and they had a 2nd and 3. Lost a yard. Mm-hmm. Like they were getting stopped.
They were getting stopped.
That defense consistently had out. Big boxes. But let's go ahead and get into the Super Bowl 50. So Chiefs win Super Bowl 25-22 in overtime versus the San Francisco 49ers. Patrick Mahomes had 233 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. He also ran the ball for 66 yards. Lamar Jackson X, some people may say. Travis Kelce, 9 receptions, 93 yards. Brock Purdy went 23 for 38, 255 yards, a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 22 carries, 80 yards. He also had 8 receptions and 80 yards as well for a touchdown. First initial recap of the game, fellas. Tell me what is on your mind. What are your biggest takeaway from the game?
I'll go. One of the top games I've watched Super Bowl wise. I knew at first I was like wasn't going to watch it, but like I told the guys, like my dad made a bunch of food. I'm sure everybody had a Super Bowl party. So like I just started sitting down there eating and watching the game. And I started getting into this game, and I didn't want to watch because I hate the Chiefs right now because I was still salty for my team. But watching that game, I'm like, wow. I said, these guys are hitting each other. I was like, this was a physical fucking game. Like these guys from the jump were like smacking the shit out of each other, and it was a low scoring game at first. I did think, I was like, oh my gosh, the 49ers about to run this ball all game because they went right down open and drive. They got red zone, and the rarity of Christian McCaffrey fumbling the football. Like, when does that ever really happen? Like that was a big that's a big point of the game starting off. First half, I thought 49ers were doing what they needed to do. They had the right game plan. And 40 and to their credit, they were hitting and stopping that offense with KC with the first couple of drives. They were consistently getting them off the field. And I would have never thought it would be like what was 10-3 at half, right? Something like that. Or what was it, Wayne? It was 10-3, right?
10-3 at halftime.
You told me Patrick Mahomes and then we're gonna get 3 points at half. Man, I would have called you crazy. But to Andy Reid and them's credit, they switched it up a little bit. One thing I will say though, I just don't know how. I'm just gonna get to the end of the game real quick because clearly Kyle Shanahan like got away from his game plan because they were. I mean, obviously yes, Wayne, you're correct. They were stopping Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey wasn't doing what Christian McCaffrey usually does and get like them 6-7 yard 8 runs because he's running behind a huge ass line that's good at run blocking. He was getting stopped, which made them have to start passing the ball more. I see that. Start passing the ball more. And now these offensive linemen that have been used to blocking downfield, like on run blocking, not having to hi-hat most of the time, now have to do that majority of the game. Now they're showing their weaknesses. Because I did not know the 49ers had that much of a weakness on offensive line besides – I mean, I know they had Trent Williams, obviously, and their center was good. But no, Wayne, their guards were getting bullied.
All right, go all
right. Their guards were getting bullied. Were they not? Were they not getting bullied?
Man. Continue.
But one thing I will say, and I'm not going to blame it. I'm not going to blame it. I'm tired. I'm glad the football's over because I'm tired of how the most penalized left tackle in football was the least penalized in the postseason.
Oh.
Yeah.
Great
coaching.
It was going through.
Great coaching.
Yeah, he had to learn. Oops.
Hey, oh yeah. The left tackle had to learn how to like hook the shit out of some headlock. Had to learn that shit.
Had to learn, man.
But last thing I want to say, because I mean, the one thing I did not understand is how can you go into an overtime not practicing it the whole week and going over game plan? You now know the rule is if they score, you get opportunity. Kick the football. Don't receive. Don't let Patrick Mahomes have the last chance at scoring and ending the game because you're going to lose the football game. You're going to lose it. You're going to. Patty's the GOAT. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm sorry.
That's another topic. Wait till we get to that topic.
I mean,
wait till
obviously,
we get to that topic.
Because all I'm gonna say is I put it in the chat when it was like they were down by 3 and he had like a minute and 20. I'm like, bro, I said Patty's gonna go down and do Patrick Mahomes shit. And what did he do? He got them and got them into overtime, and rest was history.
They've never been in overtime.
But the one thing, guys, as football players, Wayne's not going to agree because that's his team. How frustrated are you watching these defenses week in and week out, letting these quick little 2 to 3 / 4 to 5 yard passes just get off like quick every time and then go for it's like another way of extending your running game, getting the ball out quick, like in a screen or a quick little pass. But like, I don't understand how you don't see that coming with KC because they've been doing it all postseason. I don't see a lot of passes downfield besides a couple here and there by Patty Wayne. I've been saying that. I saw that a lot with the Ravens game, and I saw it a little bit here. He took some shots this game, but he was still doing his little 4 or 5 yard passes, 6, 7. Letting the guys get run after catch. I hate it personally. I don't know how great top defenses don't stop that shit. But that's just how great Patty is, I guess. Sorry, I'm rambling, but yeah, that's all I got on this game. Great football game.
Joey Smooth, y'all want to go next? I would like to hear from the guy who predicted the Chiefs would lose in the first round of the playoffs. I'd like to hear from that guy.
It's not what I said, but I didn't think they was gonna make the playoffs. But like I said, once they made it, I felt like they was gonna win it all. They did. A couple takeaways from me for this game. Can't make mistakes against the Chiefs. For his team, they're definitely going to capitalize on those mistakes, specifically that special teams move. Not really anybody's fault, but still a mistake. Still a mistake, still cost you points. Another thing is time management a little bit got to be better with the Chiefs. As far as, playing against the Chiefs, I think Brock Purdy played well. Some might argue he played just as well as Patty, but again, fourth quarter Patty, last drive Patty, that's what we're going to emphasize, and I understand it. It's multiple times he's been doing that. More points in the game in which my odds were increased, because the 49ers were playing very, very well defensively. And I think a big part of them on that last drive was, obviously not having Greenlaw. Greenlaw got off to a fast start.
That was huge.
But I'm not gonna blame that on injuries because again they played phenomenal. Defense played phenomenal regardless. But again, that had an impact. But I think it was a good game. Knew the Chiefs was gonna pull it out. It was never in doubt completely. But Patrick Mahomes did what he was supposed to do in that game when it mattered. That's what counts. Can't take away nothing from him. But yeah, I thought it was one of the better Super Bowls. Might be Chiefs last Super Bowl for a while. Might be. I might call that
Elaborate.
one. But, that's just my 2 cents.
Elaborate for me on
that. I feel like teams are kind of figuring out, in a way, the Chiefs. Again, if they get momentum, it's kind of hard to stop them. But again, I'm not gonna say they got into the playoffs by the skin of their teeth, but they were slowed down towards the end of the season. With Chris Jones being still on that 1-year contract, we don't know what's gonna happen with him. You do have young rookies in their secondary, but again, that's exactly what they are. They're still young. Again, if you're gonna be on the back of Patrick Mahomes every single year, then that's going to start becoming a problem. In my opinion. So you definitely got to get them some more weapons. But, I feel like teams are going to start competing with the Chiefs a little bit more. That's just my opinion. And that's why, I think that's my argument for him not being the GOAT right now.
Let's say that for the next topic, Dio.
Hey, Chiefs got a decision to make, though. It's either Chris Jones or L'Jarius Sneed. Because L'Jarius Sneed plays like a top 5 corner. And he's a free agent. So you don't have to make it payday regardless.
Oh yeah, and Isaiah Pacheco. What we think about him? What we think about his play?
Isaiah Pacheco has zero burst.
He did his job.
Isaiah Pacheco has zero burst.
He run the ball like 3 times.
Yeah, the only thing he has zero burst. A lot of those runs that he could have had 4 to 5 yards if he had any burst. He has zero burst at all. I was like, yo, can you explode? Pause. Like Christian McCaffrey, he would get it and you can see the burst of speed that.
Yeah, he was getting beat up, bro. I felt bad for Christian. He looked like he was getting beat up.
Yeah, that's all I can say.
But Pacheco's been hurt this whole postseason for real, right?
He had a toe injury.
I mean, that's probably why the burst was. Yeah, that's my main takeaway. He would have had way more rushing yards if he had any burst. He had zero burst. If he had any burst,
I know. I mean, Dio didn't downplay it, but Greenlaw going out was really, really, really big because he was balling.
Yeah, because when they targeted his replacement,
he 9 for 9.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
They brought in a nickel, bro, who couldn't tackle.
He couldn't cover.
They brought a linebacker.
They brought a linebacker. His name's Burke.
They was playing like five across, and like they was running slant on that last drive at least. That's what I was referring to.
He was still in. They run a lot of nickel just because he's like you can't even name who the outside. It is rather on their forefront. They have 5 DB. Had 2 of the
Yeah.
top 2
Their
linebackers.
outside backer was Logan Ryan.
They run nickel. Because I have an amazing D line in front of me, and then I have 2 of the best linebackers in it. Shout out to Korean Law. That was a very unfortunate. Joey, give me your thoughts on the game. You can't hear you. Muted.
You're muted.
Like I said earlier, it was a great game. One of the best Super Bowls I've ever saw. First, I'm gonna start with 49ers. A lot of people say they should have ran the ball more, but Kansas City was stopping them from running the ball. One of the things that I saw, I might think this is hate, but I saw a Jared Goff game from Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy pretty much they tried to feed the run. He made some good throws, but then he got the touchdown at the last minute when they needed him to get a touchdown to win the game. Couldn't give it to him, right? So again, when we watched that game, and also I was watching the game with my girl. She doesn't watch football. She said, "Why is this guy Christian McCaffrey keep getting the ball? Why is he constantly keep getting the ball? Isn't he tired?" Right? And I saw this guy had 80 receiving yards,
80 rushing
70 something rushing yards. That game was all mostly McCaffrey. Kittle was non-existent. He didn't use.
Jawan Jennings too.
Jawan Jennings, yes, Jawan Jennings as well. But at the end of his passing touchdown was Christian McCaffrey, right? So when we watch that game, I'm just like, I feel like you have more weapons out on the field. Yes, Kansas City defense DBs were playing amazing. They were playing great, but the amount of weapons that you have on the field, I feel like I would, if it was the quarterback that everybody was hyping him up to be, I feel like we would have saw more explosion from that offense. But that's just me. That's how I feel about the 49ers. I think with Debo also having a hamstring problem, I think that limited him too a little bit, and that slowed him down a little bit. Maybe because typically we see a lot of Debo running the ball. That only happened a couple times, right? So I think they moved a little bit away from their game plan because the run wasn't working very well. They was averaging 3 yards a pop. 3 yards a pop is not going to give you a first down. But going to Kansas City, man, Spagnuolo, man, he's he did his thing. He did his thing. Versus a very complicated offense. One thing that I did see from him was that he attacked those pulling guards that were fake. Those fake pulling guards, those pulling guards that pull and it doesn't really block anybody to throw the people off. He capitalizes on each of those plays because he put guys in those holes, in their blitzing zones to get into that spot to make sure they stop the run. And that's how they were stopping the run a lot. And so they won't get confused. So a lot, and Kansas City defense was very disciplined, man. A very disciplined defense. Yes, they did get out on some certain things, but that happens. You're playing a really good football team. So, but Mahomes, everything that I saw from Mahomes is what I expected. You give him the ball last, he's going to give you a touchdown. And what really was like amazing to me is at the last play to score the touchdown, the clock was running. I was panicking. I was like, what is he doing? Why are they not calling the timeout? And they literally come out and they run the same play that they ran, the same concept that they ran last year to win the Super Bowl. And I don't know if that was an Andy Reid call. I felt like that was a Mahomes call to be like, yo, let's run this play real quick. Let's see if it worked. And he ran it. It worked. Touchdown.
So Joe, that's when I said like the overtime rules in the playoffs have changed a little bit. Like Romo said, if the time expired, it'll be like a second period. So that's why they weren't rushing.
They did rush. They did rush it.
But they weren't. But I'm saying like they weren't worried about the clock at all. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I don't think he got a play in. What I'm saying, because they did rush up to the line. I don't think Andy Reid got a play into him. I think that was something that Mahomes did.
Probably have some, yeah,
maybe. But I think Mahomes did something on the fly to be like, boom, boom. Let's see if this play is gonna work. And that's what you see from a champion, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to Kelsey. Shout out to all those guys, bro. Like they balled out. Chris Jones balled out. Kelsey did his thing. Second half. And Mahomes did it. Yeah, despite the interception, whatever, it happens, but he still came out on top. So that's what I got.
I just want to say put some respect on Purdy a little bit because he was he was 2 passes away from people saying he had a better game because there were 2 touchdowns. Chris Jones had a fucking great pass.
And Jimmy G was a pass away from them saying they would have beat Patrick Mahomes in 20.
It was a basic ass game from a quarterback. Stop doing this. And then
y'all trying to lie and say Brock Purdy didn't have time. There were so many times he was just sitting in the pocket.
And bro, that wasn't if Chris Jones wasn't there, he wouldn't have threw a touchdown right there.
I don't know.
Oh, come on, Wayne.
Hold on, wait. So this is the thing.
Come on, Wayne.
That's Chris Jones' job.
That's what I'm saying.
I get it. I'm saying the O-line did not block him long enough. That's what I'm saying.
What? First of all, if you really slow down that play, he took an extra step.
First of all, if they were going by the trend of the game, they should just they letting us hold. Let's just hold this man right now.
With the trend of the game, they had the same amount of penalties. Had more penalty yards.
Wait. Last thing. Wait. Fred Warner didn't get tackled?
I saw Pennell get tackled too on a Christian McCaffrey run. Okay. Like I see. As a former D lineman, I hate when people try to talk about holding. Holding happens on every single play in the NFL. Every single level of football that you play, a holding is in every single play.
He got tackled.
Every single play.
Hit Patrick Mahomes.
Every single play. Ravens fans want to cry about the refs. The Chiefs got penalized more than the 49ers did. So I don't want to hear it. It's that. They had more penalty yards. The grounding call that wasn't grounding. Last podcast I said
that was definitely grounding because
that was definitely grounding.
He didn't get it past the line of scrimmage.
He didn't get it to the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't have to. Even the announcer on the TV said it wasn't. The nigga Gene Steratore said it wasn't grounding.
Hey, Gene Steratore.
I don't know why we're arguing. He said it wasn't grounding because there was.
But you were
because there were.
Now you agree with the guy.
I'm giving you his explanation of the rule of why it wasn't.
You're funny. You're funny.
Let me explain. Let me explain it.
Funny.
Gene Steratore said it wasn't grounding because a receiver was in area. It doesn't have to get to the line of scrimmage. For example, if it's a screen play and you throw it to the ground, they're behind the line of scrimmage. It doesn't get to the line of scrimmage. They don't call grounding on that. If there was a receiver within 3 yards of the vicinity of the ball, it's not grounding. That is what Gene Steratore said.
There was
Noah Gray was right there. What are we talking? Noah Gray was there. That's why he said
I don't think he was within 3 yards.
He was. Gene Steratore said he was within 3 yards. They should have never called that penalty because that is the rule. Tell you what happened. And that's why Patrick was like,
I disagree,
he was right
we can move on.
And that's why it's different than an Isaiah Likely situation. It's not the same thing at all.
Bro, you like to credit it when it applies to
I just told you the referee. If the referee would have said, "Oh, that's not grounded," and said nothing, I'm like,
no.
But he said, because even I saw it and it said Noah Gray's there. And I just gave you an explanation of when you're throwing a screen pass and they throw it to the ground.
Guess what? They said that shit, and guess what? The refs didn't do it, just like the Isaiah Likely.
Okay.
So boom.
My point exactly. It doesn't matter.
Next.
Then my point. I didn't interrupt you when you were talking, so I don't know why you interrupted me. Next. So anyway, like I was saying, that was a penalty. They had other penalties that were called on the Chiefs. They had more yards. Anyway, next. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes, man. I think last podcast I said that Steve Young was the greatest dual threat quarterback ever. I was mistaken. Most yards by quarterback in Super Bowl history. Running the ball. Shout out Patrick Mahomes, man. Very big runs when you need it. He knows when to run, knows when to hold it. That 4-for-1 play was amazing. Nick Bosa went streaming down and, went to go tackle the black guy. Guess what? The half he had it. So shout out them. But it was a major key point to the game. I think for you guys talk about Brock this, Brock that, the fact that the 49ers never took advantage of their defense playing so well offensively. They got a shorter field when they got the interception. They had the momentum all the way to the middle of the third quarter, and they never took advantage of that. They never, ever, ever took advantage of them having that. And that's why I can't give credit to Brock Purdy. I can't credit Brock Purdy for going 3 for just want to make sure I got the stats right. 3 for 12 on third down. It's not great efficiency. Cannot credit Brock Purdy like that. The literal game plan they said was to make sure Brock Purdy had to throw the ball to win the game. They put him in positions for that. He missed throws. He did make some good plays too at the same time. At the end of the day, people try to say he played almost as well as Patrick Mahomes. I was like, that's incorrect. I don't think we were watching.
I'm not saying that.
I don't think we were watching the same game. Had they won, Juwan Jennings would have been the Super Bowl MVP anyway. 1.
Yeah.
2. You could clearly tell when they had to pass the ball, which especially they kept going pass. Brock Purdy did have more time. He had more time than Patrick Mahomes had. That's a fact throughout the game. Now, in the fourth quarter, did they dial it up and put some more pressure on him? They definitely did. So he did some good things, but he also didn't make the plays when they needed to be made at the end of the day. Kyle Shanahan, his team not knowing the rules is very Kyle Shanahaning. Team was just ill prepared for the moment, and I don't think Kyle Shanahan. Whether I think if they pick it or not, I think Patty and them were going to score regardless, and I think got us stop no matter what. I think it would have ended. So shout out that defense. Trent McDuffie played amazing. I don't ever want to hear people compare George Kittle and Travis Kelce again. Never again. Never again. Completely shut down. Completely erased from the. And then yeah, man. I just think Kyle Shanahan got outcoached again. He did it the most. They still had more time in the possession. Like I said, that doesn't matter. The Chiefs had them right where they want them. Patty just needs to be down 10. He could do anything they had. That fumble was something that was nobody's fault. It just happens. It was just a great punt that ended up hitting the guy ankle. Steve Wilkes coached an amazing game. At the end of the day, they just had 15 and you didn't have it. Chiefs dynasty is here. Now they have the opportunity to do something that no other team has ever done in NFL history. They have a chance to. So, shout out the Chiefs. They do have some decisions to make. They need to get some more people on the O-line. I think Donovan Smith. They're definitely going to be in the market for that. I assume Patty and Travis going to restructure some contracts. Get some more cap space out of there for the team. Got to bring back Snead. Got to bring back Willie Gay or Drew Tranquil. Preferably Willie. You got to bring back Snead. You got to bring back Chris Jones. So, shout out to the Chiefs team, man. Great win. Andy Reid, you should be thanking Mahomes for what he did for your legacy. Because you were known as a choker. You were known as Kyle Shanahan. That's who you were. You were Kyle Shanahan. Now you got a generational quarterback on your team. He's helped you now solidify yourself and possibly as a top 5 head coach when it's all said and done, whatever you guys have. Yo saying the Chiefs not winning nothing for a very long time is kind of asinine. For the simple fact of that defense was literally built through the draft. Very, very young defense. Again, last year they were the youngest defense to ever win a Super Bowl. This year, they're the second youngest to ever win a Super Bowl. So they got a lot of young folks. Trent McDuffie's only in year 2. He's a rookie.
It doesn't matter, bro. They still had
he's a rookie last year.
Not an ideal regular season.
Their defense was the number 2 defense in football.
Doesn't matter. They wasn't we all agreed that this was probably the worst Chiefs defense.
And now they have cap space to go get somebody like a Mike Evans or T. Higgins this offseason. Yeah.
And again, what I stated earlier, because they're a young team, I feel like because you're going to be dependent on Patrick Mahomes so much, teams are going to be adjusting to that a lot more. We saw it this year. So that's just my 2 cents. I didn't say it very long.
What if the defense is still playing at this same level like they have been?
I mean, then they will be. If they're not, then they're not. We'll see.
I don't see this defense going for the number 2 defense to being worse, unless they just lose Chris Jones. So if they get Chris Jones back next year, it's going to be just as good.
The point I'm making is we see teams being able to stick with the Chiefs, Dwayne. We're not seeing blowouts anymore when it comes to the Chiefs. They're winning games by a point. We can argue that a blocked field goal wouldn't have sent them to overtime. It's just pieces of the game. Even when you say. When I said he played,
just to combat that, the fact that now I can see if they were losing these close games, but they're winning these close games, especially if they're winning these close games in the playoffs, is 0 point in these games where you think, and like besides the first half of this game in this playoffs, you felt like they were going to beat Buffalo. Never felt like Buffalo had a chance. I never felt in that entire Ravens game that the Ravens had a chance. Never thought in the Dolphins game that the Dolphins had a chance. It's always like a half or a quarter where you think a team has a chance to beat. But throughout the totality of the game, especially when it gets to the fourth quarter and the game is close, they're going to win. And like I was saying, they have a very, very young defense. The second youngest defense to win a championship. Still a young defense. They're drafting well. The only miss that they had in their draft is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's the only miss that they've had in this whole Patrick Mahomes run. He's the miss. So they're drafting well in the first, second, and third round of their drafts, finding young guys that can be productive, and they're going to continue to do that. Like the best thing they did was actually trade Tyreek Hill because that allowed them to get Trent McDuffie. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't see. And Patrick Mahomes signed a 10-year contract. And every year he's whatever money he's supposed to get that makes him the highest paid player, he just signed that in the signing bonus so they could have salary to get more people. So I just don't see a like
someone has a Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes cap on today, so we're not going to. I understand all your points; they make sense. But we've even seen Tom Brady not three-peating, so what a great team. So I'm just saying we see
Brady choked.
We see teams be able to compete with the greats, and I feel like this year showed that there were teams that can compete with them. So that's all I'm saying.
And they didn't do it. This is the worst Chiefs team that you will probably see in this era.
All right, we just on the half to we can't.
This is only the worst Chiefs team you're gonna see in this era. That's why
I didn't say they're gonna be sorry. I just feel like
he's not gonna win nothing for the next 10 years. Like he's Brady. Only Brady do shit like that.
I didn't say 10. You said 10 years? Nah, I ain't say that. Nah, I'm saying like I give it a couple, like 2-3 years, like before he's back in the Super Bowl. I don't think he'll three-peat, or that's NFL just suck if that's the case.
The NFL just suck, or he just that good.
No, Patrick Mahomes is gonna go back to the AFC Championship for the next 3 years. That's like a given.
I feel like the AFC is just getting so much better.
That the point is his team is also getting better. So like it's almost like they are. This year was the year where they felt the Tyreek trade. This is the year they felt the Tyreek trade, and they still won. So, and you have to think about, like, man, youngest defense, your receiver, your number one receiver is a rookie. Travis Kelce, yes, he's getting old, probably your best weapon, but you have years to replace him. He's coming back. So,
but the Chiefs trade have to get Brock Bowers, or we're gonna be sick.
And it could be, and I'm just joking around with Travis Kelce bumping Andy Reid like that. They might trade to get a first round pick, and that could happen. That can really happen. And honestly, if they do trade Travis Kelce for a first round pick, and they get Brock Bowers, I'm not even mad at that. I'm just saying, if
Travis
they can get
Travis ain't getting traded.
But you got to think about it. He's not a big cap hit because he's taking less money. He is great. He's amazing. But then we also saw that this was also a down year for Travis Kelce. So, and then when we seen him versus a top linebacker, he is non-existent.
What are you talking about?
When Greenlaw was on him, he was non-existent.
Really? So who was on him in the second half?
No, it wasn't Greenlaw.
Warner was not guarding him. Don't even start that.
No, stop.
Don't even start that, Wayne.
Hold up.
Don't even start that.
Hey, no, stop, Chubbs, stop. Because you're wrong.
Burks was on him.
You're wrong. No, you're wrong, Chubbs. You are wrong. Because Warner was on him.
Burks was also on him.
Listen, when Warner was on him, he was getting less catches, and Mahomes still threw a pick while Warner was on him.
He was open. Mahomes just threw a bad pass.
No, Wayne, when you see that play as a DB, if I have to make you run a route, you stop, and you have to make 2 moves, that's too much time.
That's how Travis always runs routes, though.
No, wait, no, what I'm saying is So what,
That is
do-
how
Dio, do you-
like you watch Travis Kelsey, ran.
hold on.
Yeah,
Wait,
so-
he ran. Dio,
yeah.
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Joey. I know what
He
you're talking about.
He ran his route already. Now he's scrambling.
Who was guarding him on the biggest play? The biggest play of the game. The biggest
On the biggest play of the game, he ran a shallow ass route. The nigga
Hey.
playing outside coverage. Did you not watch that? Come on, what are we talking about?
Biggest play of the game would have been a touchdown, right?
Hey, what are we talking
no,
about?
that third down play.
Come on, man.
It was one of
Listen,
the
man.
biggest
Yes,
plays of the game.
Fred Warner was out leverage. He ran a shallow route. He took off. Yes, Travis Kelsey still got it, but I wouldn't. If I'm a GM, I'm like, Travis Kelsey is getting old.
That's why you wouldn't be a GM, because that's bad moves. You do not trade.
I said
Travis
I can
Kelce.
entertain the idea. Why?
And
What's
there's
wrong
no-
entertaining the
Somebody
idea?
call me. Hey, Rich. Yeah, we were thinking about trading Travis Kelsey. Don't click.
Three first rounds. You won't take it?
Click. Why would I get rid of 15's best weapon?
What if you could get Brock Bowers?
Because I believe in
no.
15. Because I believe in 15 so much.
I'm still not getting rid of his best weapon. Favorite weapon. Don't do that.
I don't believe it.
That's how you cause animosity.
Wayne doesn't believe in 15.
That's how much I believe in 15.
I believe in 15 a
But-
lot, but I just wouldn't get rid of my
We always
quarterback's
believe
favorite
in
weapon.
both.
But my thing is,
That's like if trading Gronk. Like what?
but Travis is gonna be
Yeah.
gone.
Hey,
But
Joey,
you know what's
Joey wants to see what Patty does without Travis, like
But
Eric
what I'm
did
saying,
Devontae.
low key, but also at the same time, when you think about it, Brady and Gronk, they were kind of like Gronk would kind of be on his way out, close to when Brady should have been on his way out. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey, there is a gap, so there's going to be a moment he's not going to have him.
That's true.
So
I'm not.
It's gonna be. I think Travis plays one more season. I'll be honest.
You make Travis Kelsey retire as a Chief. You don't trade
Him
Travis Kelce.
and Reed are doing one more year. And if they don't
so
win a Super
bad
Bowl,
for the
they're
organization.
gone.
Don't do that.
I was just entertaining the idea.
Tell you not to entertain. That's not time to entertain things.
Nah, that's all right. That's all right. Man, he's so protective of your Chiefs. What's up?
I've never witnessed something like this before.
All right, man. Let's get to the nitty gritty, man. As Travis Kelsey, it has two things. As Travis Kelsey and Mahomes passed the Patriots.
He's on pace.
He's on pace, but I mean, all right. So ability wise, he's better than.
Is he just the
Tom
GOAT?
Brady.
He's not the GOAT yet.
He's not the. He's LeBron.
Let me add in a sub question.
He's on pace. Bro.
Why don't we minus the Super Bowls? Why don't we compare Peyton Manning with?
Because he's way
Mahomes
better than
over
Peyton Manning.
Because the same reason.
No. Wait. You say he's better.
Yeah.
Obviously, ability wise, he's better.
Better.
It's because Peyton holds a record that not a lot of people want to hold, but he's been there. He has most postseason L's.
Peyton has 5 MVPs.
Correct.
That's true.
Peyton holds the most passing yards in the season and touchdowns in less games as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not saying that I'm taking Peyton over Patty. I'm just saying, why is that not more of a conversation? People don't talk about that.
Because Peyton Manning's not even the second best quarterback of all time.
Patrick wins. That's really what it is.
That's exactly what it is, Chubbs. That's exactly what it is. Peyton Manning wasn't. He won
loser to start his career,
but he wasn't a winner. He won, but he wasn't a winner. Tom Brady, he's a winner. Patrick Mahomes give more Tom Brady vibes than he give Peyton Manning vibes. So that's why we compared the two, right? Even though Michael Jordan and LeBron James aren't the same player, we still compare them because they are going for win. They're winning. LeBron is always in a winning position. Michael Jordan, the most winning guy, and he's not really, but Michael Jordan, it was just that guy. So it's just off of the energy based off people. We compare Kobe and Jordan. They were literally the same type of player.
Right.
That's the same thing with Tom Brady and
Mahomes. And nobody's ever done it this quickly the way Patty's doing it.
Tom Brady.
No, it's not the same.
No, it's not. It's actually not the same.
It's Patrick Mahomes has.
Yeah,
they was crazy.
No, because Brady wasn't the
wanna,
best quarterback in the league every year.
He wasn't.
I'm talking about winning wise.
I'm saying that's why
it's not starting out.
That's what I'm
Not
saying.
starting
Starting,
now.
no, it's just I'm
At
saying it's different.
27, he had 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's different because he was a game manager the whole way through those first Super Bowls. Patrick is doing it by being the best.
But he also had
player
an
in the
MVP,
league.
so he had to be the best quarterback in the league at one point because he had an MVP.
He has Tom Brady has three.
No, he had an MVP during that three.
During that,
I think that was the last Super Bowl he got the MVP. The last Super Bowl he got the MVP.
Mahomes got 2.
Yeah.
And Mahomes wasn't the best.
Since
Mahomes wasn't the best quarterback every year statistically.
Mahomes,
we're not talking about statistically, man. We know what we're talking about.
But yeah, I know
Mahomes was the best quarterback in the league from when he started. He's been the best quarterback in the league.
Maybe year 2.
I can't agree with you.
Bro, he was the best quarterback in the league from when he started.
How?
I don't agree.
He was better than Tom Brady as soon as he started?
No.
After his first year, he won the MVP, put up 5,000 yards, had 50 touchdowns. The next year, going to the season, he was the best quarterback in the league.
And he lost to Tom Brady.
Not playing bad. He outplayed Tom Brady.
But he still lost to the guy that
he outplayed Tom Brady. If it wasn't for a D Ford, I'm trying not to yell. If it wasn't for a D Ford offsides that had nothing to do with the play, Mahomes goes to the Super Bowl.
Stop doing hypothetical.
That's nitpicking.
It's not nitpicking. He outplayed him during the season. He outplayed him in the game. His defense just let him down.
And he still
I can see if he played bad, then that makes sense. If I've been outplaying a nigga all year and I outplay him when we play head to head, I'm better than that nigga. What are we talking about?
Check this out. He lost to him that year when he was still on the Patriots. And then he lost to him again when he was on the Bucks. And Tom Brady was balling that year.
Tom Brady was mid in the entire playoff run. He had a historical defense. And Patrick Mahomes had no O-lineman. He has 4 backup offensive linemen.
So what are we going to call this year? Because this year his defense carried the fuck out of him.
And he still was the best player on his team.
And we never said that about Tom Brady?
Yeah, shut up, Wayne.
All right, man. All right. We can move on. Bro. The cape is big today. It's crazy.
First 3 Super Bowls, was Brady the best player on his team?
Well,
we talking
about
all right, my point exactly. The first 3 Super Bowls, was Brady the best player on his team?
We're talking about the last 4.
Go ahead, man.
Because
we were talking about because he moved the goalposts now because we were talking about when he came into the league.
Yeah.
So
no. When he came to the league, he's been the best quarterback since he came in the league. I don't understand how is this an argument,
bruh? Because Tom Brady was still here and Tom Brady was still beating him.
I still don't understand.
That's what I'm saying.
So in 2021, Brady was better than Mahomes.
In 2021, that's when we saw the shift.
Hold on. Time out.
This guy can be better than Brady.
How was he the best quarterback in the? Now I'm not even talking about Lamar.
No, Lamar. I was gonna say
in
that.
between.
He was wild.
Aaron Rodgers was the best player in the league. Quarterback in the league. Back-to-back MVPs.
I'm seriously asking you guys right now.
Yeah,
and Aaron Rodgers was back-to-back MVP. Y'all say Aaron Rodgers was better than Patrick Mahomes?
I think Aaron Rodgers was the best.
Maybe
sit here and lie to me, guys.
Wait. You're trying to sit here and say he was the best quarterback off of the year.
So Dwayne is on my time today. So we saying better. We saying better players.
Hey, DL, I want them to sit here and lie to me. Sit here and lie to me, fellas.
You just saying who you taking.
No, I didn't say who I'm taking.
When Aaron Rodgers
won back-to-back MVP, no one still said he was better than
Brady. By definition, bro.
Taking issue with the fact that you're saying he was the best quarterback off of a year. That everybody knew he was the best quarterback.
He was the best quarterback. I'm not the only person saying this.
Hold the fuck up. Because when Aaron Rodgers won 2 MVPs, this nigga still had Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, which was calling the best tight end ever and the best receiver in the league. And who the fuck Aaron Rodgers had?
Davante Adams, who was the best receiver.
One guy.
The best receiver in the league. Aaron Jones,
my God.
Who was a top 5, and he was a top 5 running back. No, I didn't call Tyreek the best receiver in the league until last year. Don't do that. I always said Davante Adams was better than him. Do not do that. Do not do that. You were the nigga doubting Davante Adams. So you talk about that. I always said Davante Adams was the best receiver in the league. You ain't give
I'm
Devontae
just
Adams his
saying-
credit
This is the
until he
same
went to
thing
the
I'm saying
Raiders.
about Patrick Mahomes. And
I'm just saying,
I'm gonna keep it consistent.
no one put
This is
him
the same thing I'm saying about
one.
Patrick Mahomes. They need to get rid of that nigga
After
Travis
year
Kelce,
one.
and see how great he is. Because you're talking all this right now. Your cape is real big. You don't got a cape.
I don't
You
need
got
a cape.
Iron Man suit.
I don't
You got
need-
an Iron Man suit, and you're
I
fighting
don't
for
need
him.
a cape. I don't
Man,
need
too.
a cape.
Listen,
There's
what I'm
nothing
saying,
to cape
I don't
for.
want to bash Patrick Mahomes because he balled Super
There's
Bowl
nothing to
MVP.
cape for.
But what I am saying though, at the same time, we can't sit here and say and lie. We can't sit here and lie.
Who's lying?
And say
Who's lying?
He was the best quarterback since he started. That's
crazy.
That's crazy.
In the
That's
last 6 years, who's been the best quarterback?
It changed. It has changed.
No, the fuck it has, bro. What? Every year we do our QB rankings. This nigga been number one for the last 6 years. Now all of a sudden it's changing.
Hold on.
When y'all
Hold
don't
on.
wanna
No-
argue about Brady.
No one put him one after he lost to Tom Brady.
No one put him where? Oh my!
No, we
oh
weren't even potting then.
Oh
We weren't
my
even potting.
God!
We weren't even potting then.
You're lying. You're
We weren't
lying.
potting.
You're lying.
We've been potting for 2 years.
Shut up. So I'm talking about consensus. He wasn't the best quarterback after he lost to Brady.
Bro,
But nobody.
Tom
It wasn't
Brady.
unanimous.
It
It was,
best
bro. It was
quarterback.
majority.
It was not unanimous.
Dude, majority rules. He was majority the best quarterback.
Hey,
All right.
so majority rules, 49-1, right? Majority rules, right?
Whatever, man.
It wasn't unanimous.
Hey, whatever.
It was majority. I never
Whatever,
said it was
man.
unanimous, bro. He was just better. The average consensus was that.
You
Patrick
can't
Mahomes
say
was the
that when
best.
Aaron Rodgers
really-
was
I
It
really-
balling
doesn't
the
matter if
fuck
he won
out.
back-to-back
I really
MVP.
feel like-
Aaron
And then you're
Rodgers-
talking about 5,000 yards.
Questions, bro.
You Justin Herbert, right? 5,000 yards, like 40 touchdowns,
Two different questions being asked, bro.
right?
Two different questions.
There's no way niggas said Aaron Rodgers was the best quarterback in the league when he lost in the first playoff game he played in the fucking playoffs that year. I know y'all not telling me that bullshit. Stop
He
it.
was balling. He lost to the 49ers. They were lit.
He wasn't balling. He scored 10 points. And y'all gonna sit
He
here
was
and lie to
balling.
me, bro. I'm trying not to
He
yell
was
at 20
balling.
on the podcast. But every time I come on here, y'all make me yell.
Hey, people
No,
put,
man. No,
people
because
put
that's
him
crazy.
after he
wasn't.
lost. After
Because
he
Tom
lost
Brady
to
was still
Burrell.
here, and Tom Brady was still balling.
Tom Brady was not, bro. No, Joey,
What?
bro.
Bro, Tom
Yo,
Brady
he is
literally came off
wilding,
the
bro.
Atlanta
He's
Falcons
wilding. He's
Super
wilding.
Bowl.
He's wilding. He's wilding, bro. Just look.
He came off the Atlanta Falcons Super Bowl. What are we
Patrick
talking
Mahomes,
about?
Patrick Mahomes wasn't starting when Tom Brady came off the
I'm
line.
saying he came off that. He came off that. So we were calling Tom Brady the best quarterback in the league.
I would give you that
He
year.
went
But
back to the Super Bowl.
I would give you that year he played going into. But when the playoffs came, that everybody was like, Patrick Mahomes is the best player in the league that year. That year he was the best player in the league. That's the year he started his fucking career, threw for 50 touchdowns with 5,000 yards. Right?
What year was that?
You could say
That was
beginning that. You could
2019?
say you could say
2019?
You could say the beginning of that.
2019.
You could say the
I think
beginning.
it's 2018.
You could say the beginning of that year.
2018.
In the
And then there's
begin-
no way you're going to say the next year he was the best quarterback. He threw 26 touchdowns.
Lamar was the best quarterback unanimously.
Was Lamar
There's no
better?
way you was calling him the best quarterback the next
That
year.
year,
wasn't calling
that
him
year
the best
Lamar.
quarterback?
Hey, that year Lamar was the number one voted
In
player.
2019, there was no way you was calling
Five
Patrick Mahomes the
players.
best
I
quarterback in
was
2019.
Joey. He was still the best quarterback in the league.
He threw 26 touchdowns. He wasn't balling like that.
He got hurt. He got hurt that year.
All right, let's see.
He got hurt. That's when he dislocated his kneecap and missed like 6 weeks or 4 weeks. Like, what are you talking about?
In 2019?
Yeah.
In 2019, he missed 2 games.
Hey, the top 100 players voted on in 2018. Number one, Tom Brady.
I said I could give y'all that year. I said
Wayne,
that.
he missed 2 games in 2019.
2019 top 100.
I don't care about the NFL players top 100. Don't tell me about that. I never care about that. I never care
Now,
about that. So what are you
now
talking about?
2020,
You don't care about
2020, I give you that. 2021, I give you that. I give y'all the first 2 years.
This is nasty, bro. So y'all really gonna tell me in 2019 y'all thought Lamar was better than Patrick?
I didn't, bro.
And y'all can at the end of the
Lamar
about the end of the year. Did we think Lamar was better than Patrick?
Never came out my mouth.
Okay,
bro.
thank you.
I only
Tell me
said
about the
one
fucking
guy.
NFLPA.
I said one guy.
Wayne,
At the
I'm
end of
saying
2018,
no one said
I still
from the
said-
beginning of Patty Mahomes' career he was the best. Sorry.
2018.
No one said that but
You
baby.
have an amazing argument about that because he did throw for 50 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. He balled 5,000 yards, but he still ended up losing to Brady, which went on to go. I think he won that year. But then also But then the next year,
No, Brady didn't win that year.
he lost to the Eagles.
Eagles.
To the Eagles.
So there's
right?
no way y'all sit here and tell me this nigga was better than him, bro. No.
Bro, they was doing the Philly
What-
special.
what-
bro.
What year that was?
That was 2018.
How many All Pros does Patty have?
All of them since he started.
He doesn't have all of them. He doesn't have
Well,
all
no,
of them.
he missed one, which is 2019.
He missed
which
two.
I'm saying he missed two.
This
Which
year,
one?
2019.
He missed this year?
Yep, Lamar.
Oh.
2018, Brady was 4,003 yards.
I said 28. I said 20.
Bro, he's only been All Pro twice out of his 8 years.
So he was
2018 and 2022.
He was it? I mean, no, but again, we look at talent. We like, yes, oh yeah, Tom Brady. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, talent, poise, all the stuff. He's the best quarterback, yes. But then when we look at the
7
production
years.
of what you give us in the year, we have to determine that year who was the best quarterback. So overall, we might, he's the best quarterback in the league, but that year, what did you do? So he did. He did. But the two that the one that he lost was to Brady, and the Super Bowl that he lost was to Brady. And I don't know what to say about it. I can't give him those. It's hard for me to give him those years.
And we talk about the future, bro. He got 4 more to go.
He doesn't have to get 4 to pass Brady.
That's the simple answer. If we want to be real,
He will. This is just my kind of thing, right? If he gets 2 more.
Patty's going to break all the records.
If he gets 2 more, break at least a couple Brady records, which I think he is.
Right. It's not even Brady's record.
He's the GOAT.
The only thing that Brady owns is the yards, I think.
Career. He's going to break that.
He's going to break the yards, touchdowns.
He's going to break the career. He's going to break all the.
He's going to win another Super Bowl.
Very nasty for saying 26 touchdowns and not mention only 5 interceptions.
I said, all right, cool. Don't matter.
Then the next year, 38 touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
Wayne, I said every year after that,
Brady had 40 and 12 that year.
Every year after that, I give it to you. Because if you're talking about that 26 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, what about Aaron Rodgers?
We have made this a Chiefs podcast right now. I swear.
He lost in the first round of the fucking playoffs. I'm talking about the end of the year, regular season.
And then what about the AFC, Wayne? What about the AFC? How great was the AFC when Tom Brady left? How great was it?
It was great.
AFC?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
The AFC is a fucking gauntlet now.
It's now. I'm talking about when Tom Brady left in those couple years when Aaron Rodgers was winning. How great was it? Because
he still had. Hold on.
What are you talking about? He still had.
What are you talking about, Joey? He still had Josh Allen. He had Joe Burrow. He had Lamar. Still, he had.
Hold on.
He had Justin Herbert, who was playing good.
When did Joe Burrow go to? When did Joe Burrow beat?
2022. I think.
22. Check me out. When did Aaron Rodgers win this?
23, 21.
When Aaron Rodgers won MVP?
21, 22.
21 and 22.
But back to back, yeah.
Go back to back. So in 21, he lost to Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
It was either 21 or 2. Yeah, I think the 21 the Bengals played Rams, I think.
The Bengals played the Rams. So in 2020, y'all remember how the Bengals were, right?
Yep.
They were bad.
They were terrible.
The Bills were the only other team. And it was a dogfight.
2020.
The Ravens were injury prone.
I think Lamar was hurt.
2021 was the Bills.
Let me see. 2020.
2021 is when he went to the Super Bowl.
2020 they played the Titans and they played.
No, Lamar balled out 2020.
They played the Titans.
Bro, it was a moment when the AFC weren't that popping.
They played the Titans and the Texans.
You know what I'm saying? They weren't that popping.
No. 2020
they got really good.
There was a time being that there was the same amount of teams, teams that were doing the same thing.
There was 1 year. And what that got to do with this nigga losing to Jimmy G? What the fuck are we talking about?
And I'm saying the NFC was a little tougher back then.
No, it wasn't, bro. The NFC's never been tougher than the AFC. Never.
Okay.
That's why niggas say Aaron Rodgers is a big disappointment. He's been the best quarterback, and all the best quarterbacks
they've never been better. Never been better.
Tell me when.
No, you got it. I don't know when. I can't speak on it. I don't know when, but she said never.
All right, man. I don't want to give you guys this stat line for 105 passer rating, 5,100 yards, 41 touchdowns. Would you guys say that's an MVP?
Are we still talking about Patrick Mahomes?
Would you guys say that's the MVP season? Yes or no?
We still talking about Patrick Mahomes.
What you say?
I thought we were moving on. And then he brought another
passing yards, 105 passer rate, 5,100 yards, 41 touchdowns.
It's a very good season.
Yeah.
That's Patrick Mahomes. Get to the next topic. What are two areas each talking about the
No, that was Jesus Christ, what is going on? What is going on?
Is that you, bro?
That was you.
What does that mean?
Yeah. That was you. I don't know what the hell that was. Nah, that was the topic I had last Tuesday that we said bring it for this pod.
That'll be off
going over.
That's off
season. Yeah, that's off season topic.
All right, man. Let's recap the 2023-24 season. Give me your biggest bright spots.
I don't know.
Let's see. I like the emergence of the rookies. Like a lot of rookies balled out this year in many different ways. Like it's been a couple back to I don't know, maybe back to back rookie class has been pretty solid. Everybody's getting production from the most part out of their first round picks. I think, obviously the Texans knocked it out the park. Lions knocked it out the park, even though some people clowned that they reached. All three of those guys.
Jack Campbell, he didn't do shit.
All three of those guys were highly productive. That's all I'm saying.
Jack Campbell was not. Deion Branch was. Brian Branch.
All of them were. Even Jameer, Laporta, all of that. They were balling.
I said Laporta was going to ball, and I said Branch was going to. Gibbs was my read. I said Campbell was not that good, and he wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is our season recap, bro.
Yeah.
You done, Chuck?
I'm just trying to think of other things. Yeah, you guys can
Yes, I'm talking. All right, my biggest bright spot was future Hall of Famer Jordan Love proving what me and Joey said at the beginning to be true. Turned himself into a top 10 quarterback this year. Another bright spot for me would have to be seeing Tank Dell go crazy. Last chance you guy come to the NFL. Really did. Those are my two bright spots, personal wise. Joey Porter Jr. Gas.
Yeah, Jordan Love. I had the Packers high on my list this year. The Rams, I was excited to see that they still made it to the playoffs. I thought they were still going to be good. I'm glad Puka turned out I didn't know who he was, but I'm glad he just turned out to just start balling out over there. I did, for some reason, I like Matt Stafford, but I also like Cooper Kupp. So I think Cooper, I want, since they have that dynamic going on over there, I think that would be great for them over there. So that was a good point for me. One of the biggest things for me, though, I was very worried all off season. I talked about it all off season. I'm glad Tua played all 17 games. He played let's say all 18 games, because he did play in playoffs. So and we saw what he did. I'm pretty happy about it. I was like, man, yeah, we can keep him. Yeah, sure, keep him. But if somebody else better comes along, I'll take him for sure. But Tua is I'm glad he's our franchise quarterback for now. So, and I like what we did for this year as a team. I wasn't expecting us to go to the Super Bowl. Everybody else said we should have, but I'm glad.
I'm glad I saw new teams in the playoffs that I don't typically see. I really enjoy that. That means people are getting better. Cities are getting better. But that's all. DL. That just popped in my head.
Bright spot for me, probably was being right about CJ Stroud being the best rookie quarterback coming in this year. I thought he played very, very well. Obviously, he won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Very impressed with the Lions, as we talked about. Got a lot further than a lot of people expected. Jordan Addison played very, very well with, second, third, fourth, fifth string quarterback. Continue playing very well all year. I think he has a bright future. And I was overall just happy with how the postseason ended. Very competitive. The Bills Chiefs game. The Dolphins game. Obviously the outcomes wasn't what I expected with my predictions in the postseason, but I like the competition. How I just think it was very good all season. Biggest disappointment. I know we're not on that, but I'm gonna just say it's that the Chiefs won again. But that's just that.
Why you guys don't like the Chiefs?
So all right. So
before we get to the Chiefs, I just want to say you guys lied about Tom Brady. He didn't win.
All right. So the reason why
he won MVP.
I got an issue with the Chiefs right now, Joey, is because DL don't.
I said he got one.
DL now is experiencing this feeling that we've experienced for years. At dinner today, I told my dad, I said, you know what? I fucking hate football. He goes, why? I said, because all my goddamn life, it's been the fucking Patriots, and now it's the fucking Chiefs. I said, I had to deal with Tom Brady. Now you got to deal with fucking Patrick Mahomes. Like, I said, I hate it. That's why. They're the new Patriots. They're the new Patriots. They're the new Patriots.
Well, I didn't like the Patriots because they're in my division. So like
I didn't like the Patriots because they're fucking cheaters. That's why Tom Brady's not a GOAT. Patrick Mahomes is doing this shit with no gates. Brady had 2 scandals in his shit. That's why he can never be my GOAT. Because this nigga's a cheater. He's literally a cheater, and you guys condone this bullshit, and I really hate it, because he literally cheated. He destroyed his phone. If this was a criminal case, he would be in prison.
So he got 4 Super Bowls without cheating?
No, Spygate was part of the second run. I mean, no, the Flakegate was part of the second run. He got 2 of them without cheating.
Wait, so you're telling me
he got 2 of them without cheating?
He got 5 without
Super Bowls that he cheated.
Oh yeah, 100%. The first three they were 100% cheating on those. 100.
Did they say they were doing that for 3 years?
Bro, they were cheating. That's why the scandal came.
I'm asking. Did they say they were
doing that
for
every
3 years?
year until they got caught?
It's not a fact.
Yes, it is.
That's not
That's why they got punished. That's why they lost draft capital. Because they fucking cheated.
So Michigan's championship don't count this year?
Them? They've never been proved. They got caught.
They got pictures of him.
They literally have video evidence from them. There's video evidence of these niggas sending niggas to record teams.
Harbaugh admitted to.
He didn't. Harbaugh did not admit to.
He said it's not. He said it's not illegal. What they were.
Harbaugh said they didn't do what they said.
He said it's not illegal for what they said that they were doing. It was just frowned upon. So he wouldn't. They probably was gonna fire him anyway.
Frowned upon and actually cheating, which they did. You're not allowed to go to teams game day walkthrough and film their entire practice.
Was that in the rule book? I don't think so. That's why they didn't strip them.
Then both of them motherfuckers cheated, Joey. Yes, they both cheated. Harbaugh shit don't count and Brady shit don't count.
He just wants to say that Patrick Mahomes.
All right.
No, I always held a stance with Brady, even before Patty came in and folded. I never liked Brady because they cheated.
Like the Chiefs, I just don't want to see the Chiefs in the Super Bowl every year. I got tired of seeing my team in the Super Bowl every year, and we wasn't in the Super Bowl every year. We was in the playoffs often. And that's another thing. I feel like Patrick Mahomes got to come. I don't think he has to win 7 rings. Me personally, I feel like he can get another one, maybe 2 more, but definitely have to break
What is
that
it?
playoff record that Bill and Tom have.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you.
He gonna break that.
I think that's gonna come.
If they three-peat, I'm not even entertaining the conversation. Because I'll be no team has ever done that in NFL history.
You're not gonna three-peat.
Oh, we'll see.
Who disappointed you guys this season?
I mean, I wouldn't say he disappointed me. I'm just disappointed I didn't get to see him play. Aaron Rodgers. I wanted to see him in a new situation.
Yeah, that's a big disappointment.
That kind of like blew my high. My high.
The Panthers was very disappointing.
Yeah, Panthers disappointing. Who else?
The Browns disappointed me in the playoffs.
Terrible. The Ravens disappointed me. Because I'm a homer, and everybody gets on me for how passionate I get. But honestly, like if there was one year that they could have capitalized off of winning a Super Bowl, it was this year. A lot of people were hurt. A lot of quarterbacks were out. They had on paper one of the best, if not the best roster on paper, like people say, and that disappointing. That was disappointment. I feel like we should have capitalized and got it done, but we didn't.
Even though I had these guys playing bad, it was still a disappointment to watch the Seahawks.
Yeah, they were middle pack.
Hold on, we were very high on them last.
I had them 9-8.
Or something like that. You had them going to the playoffs.
Yeah, by one game.
By one game. Doing it. Yeah, I was like,
and they were one game out of it.
Gino didn't play very well for me. We expected more out of him. That was his disappointment.
Hey, bright spot. Las Vegas Raiders after they fired McDaniel. Bright spot. Sorry. Antonio Pierce, bright spot.
What happened when you hired cheater?
They did vendetta against the Patriots right now. That's crazy.
Because I don't understand how everybody just it's okay with them cheating. They literally cheated and we just brush this shit off because we like Brady. Like
it's not gonna change, bro. Like, what's the point of keep talking about it?
Because
refs cheat every game, bro. The refs cheat every game. Talk about that.
No, DL. Doctor comparing the refs cheating and your team actually cheating.
Calls they miss. Yeah, it's the same difference.
It's not the same difference, and we're gonna sit here and let DL get away with this bullshit.
And when are we gonna stop giving this guy, if he gets back to this form, he's top 10 quarterback in the league. Deshaun Watson.
Don't do that because he was on his way back before he got hurt.
A couple games.
He got hurt. He kept getting hurt.
That's a disappointment this year, though.
He's a disappointment.
My disappointment is Jaguars to Travis Kelce.
Trevor Lawrence. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's damn. I forgot about
that. Is a big one.
He disappeared. That's my disappointment. Well as Calvin Ridley didn't do as much as I thought he would do.
Yo, you better say Atlanta. Or Bears. Or Bears.
Or the Bears.
Yeah. I mean, despite they was only 3 games back from what I said. And Justin Fields got hurt too, so.
Biggest surprises was Baker.
Yeah, he balled. He did his thing with that team. He found a home.
He's good.
No, he's staying. He apparently
ain't gonna lie.
People heard
even though CJ Stroud balled, that shit was still a surprise to me. I didn't think he was gonna ball like this.
Chubbs, I need you to say your biggest disappointment was Marlon Humphrey. Forgot to say that.
I've been trashing him all year. I thought we knew.
He said the whole Ravens as a group. So
no, but I literally said that after injury he wasn't the same. Did I not?
It's all right. You put the whole Ravens squad, so the whole Ravens was a disappointment to you, man. It's all right. I get you.
I mean, yeah. Except Lamar won MVP, but still disappointment playoffs.
What can
I would sound like I'm hating if I said something about that.
I left it for him. If he didn't say it, I was going to yell it. What can the NFL improve on next year?
First of all, they need to make these games more accessible. I know they're trying to make more money,
Oh, this
But
next year is gonna be terrible,
it's
guys.
just been like every time I gotta go on an app, I gotta go here, I gotta go there.
Did you know the new thing?
I'm just like, no, I don't know anything.
Fox Sports and all of them.
Yeah, you're gonna have to buy an app to watch NFL games.
What do you mean? I already buy an app.
It's not gonna be on CBS. There's it's gonna be a streaming service. It's not anything you have right now.
Fox, ESPN, and all.
Yep, all of them are going to one.
What's the point of me having ESPN then?
I know, right? Like, what's the point of having all these things? It's stupid because like they think it's gonna like bring in more people. It's gonna kill your audience. You're
gonna be able to watch your local team, just any other game. It's the same shit. It's just the same shit. You want to watch more than just your local teams or whatever your local television. You're gonna have to, which we are.
I guess that's a way to improve it. But yeah, they need to improve that for sure. And also, I feel like, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like I barely saw any advertisement for the Pro Bowl games. And I feel like they need to, if they want that to be more out there, I guess, market that. They need to market that a little bit better. That's just my opinion.
All right. Who got more records right with the preseason prediction? I got the best record right because I predicted the Super Bowl teams.
Oh my god!
That's not what the question is.
And I predicted the Super Bowl winner. I said the 49ers Chiefs will win.
That's not what the question is.
I said 49ers Miami, but that was
you know what the question is. You got all the records, so you're the one that could tell.
No, you can look. You can look, bro. Y'all can
all right, so we start in the AFC West. No one got the Chiefs record right, but we all picked the correct winner of the AFC West besides DL.
Well, that's a point. If you got the winner right, that's a point.
Yeah, we're just gonna say who got the winner right of each. So Chubbs was the only person to get. Well, Chubbs and DL, I think.
You're the winner right for the
AFC North. Even though I can say I had us tied. You know what I'm saying? I had us tied at the same record, so you know. We did win 2 of them shit. So yeah,
I got one.
AFC East. DL was the only person to pick the Bills to win the AFC East.
So DL got 2. Shit.
Be a bonus because I was the only person.
Nah, shut up.
AFC West, Chiefs. Everybody but DL.
I got 2 now. Let's go.
AFC South, none of us.
We should lose a point.
I ain't get to vote. I was gonna win that shit.
No, you did vote, Joey.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, huh?
I don't have it.
You had the Panthers. No, you had the Falcons or Saints.
You said AFC South.
NFC South. NFC South.
Oh, NFC South. Oh, I thought you said AFC South.
AFC South, none of us. None of us. I could have had it, but the Jags fucking blew it. NFC West, all of us.
So if it gets down to it, if any go through, and if anybody got the exact record right, that should be a point.
I got 14
and 3. 49ers record.
I'll get that up. I
got 14 and 3.
You focus on the other shit.
I think I got that right.
Hold on, let's go. Standings, NFL standings.
Yeah, Joey, you got it wrong.
Damn.
Everybody else predicted the 49ers record correct.
All right, so bad. I got a point.
That's crazy. We just adding shit.
Well, no, you should get a point for that. If you got it right, you should get a point.
Yeah, I was the only person to get the NFC North right.
Then I was the only one that got the Packers one right?
Who got it right?
We doing that for every team, or are we just doing for the winner of the
NFC North was the Detroit Lions. That's 4. Yeah, let's get it.
That's it. Went through all the shit.
We just doing the winners.
Yeah, actually got double points. Hold on. What's the Bills' record? Yeah, might have got double points.
It was
the Bills' record's 11-6.
Oh, yeah, you're 1 off.
5.
Yeah, Chubbs, you did not get the Ravens' record right.
But I had a couple off. I had 1 off, I think.
What was the Ravens' record?
13-4.
Oh shit, you got the Ravens records right.
Hey, let's get it. I got 5 points. Let's get it.
No one got the Chiefs record. Then we got no one in the NFC South. No one picked the Bucks. So, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
well,
it.
that was fun.
Good. That's good. That's good.
Hey, what did I have Tennessee's record?
Tennessee, we had to be in 5-12.
Fuck, I was one off. Damn it.
Wait, how you gonna get points for that? They didn't win the division.
They were 6-11. I said if you got their record right.
Nah,
Damn,
he ain't say it.
No, bro. That's what I was asking. I was like, is it only the winner?
I only named the winner.
No, he was only doing winners. So.
Only doing the winner.
I'm just trying to add extra. He's just adding rules.
Trying to add extra shit. Like,
yeah, let's get it.
Y'all say y'all all got the Steelers record right, but me.
Did we? That's funny as hell.
Yeah, y'all all went 9-8. All right, man.
Very Tomlin-esque.
Yeah, I got the Packers right.
We can talk about the next question. Next part, we really gonna get in our off-season pre-draft bag next Monday. So, all right, that is the end of this episode. Appreciate everybody that came through and listened. I know where to find us, man. New YouTube is HD Sports Pod. HD Sports Pod. I know where to sign us at. Until next time, we'll see.